Little bad news for Donald Trump. His favorite restaurant in the whole wide world is going to be facing a boycott. This is, of course, McDonald's, and the boycott is scheduled for June 24th to June 30th. So this is the People's Union USA organizing this. They've previously organized boycotts against Amazon, Walmart, and Target earlier this year. We've been covering a lot of these boycotts. Some of them have appeared to have had a significant effect on the corporations that have been targeted. You can see the details right here. It's the McDonald's blackout. They are calling for them to pay their fair share in taxes, stop price gouging. By the way, I went to McDonald's this morning and the prices are pretty high on their burgers and everything. Stop suppressing workers' rights and pay better wages. So basically just stop being terrible. That's all they're really asking for. And that post was from the People's Union USA founder, John Schwartz. You can definitely follow them for more details as we cruise towards it. Starts today. In my defense, I didn't know about it when I went this morning to get my sausage McMuffin or whatever. But in any event, here is some of the arguments he's made for why people should engage in this. He said they pay less in taxes than the people serving their food. McDonald's benefits from loopholes and offshore tax havens, allowing them to pay a fraction of what they should. They're one of the worst offenders of price gouging. McDonald's has dramatically raised prices in the last few years, sometimes by over 100% on basic menu items, despite record profits at the same time. They fight workers' rights and unionization efforts. McDonald's has a long history of anti-union tactics, silencing employees and avoiding accountability. They exploit global supply chains and environmental loopholes. Their massive supply chain is tied to deforestation, poor labor conditions, and unsustainable agriculture practices, all while maintaining a clean brand image through greenwashed marketing. And they do things like they run ads that make them seem like they're supportive of, previously at least, DEI and things like that. They do donations and everything. But at the same time, he points out they're doing basically everything you can come up with that a corporation can do that hurts their workers, potentially hurts the environment. He's making the case that they're doing that. And apparently McDonald's has already been suffering recently. Their first quarter earnings were down 3.6% year over year. So that's not great. That could be inflation concerns. I know people have been saying that stuff like the rise of like Ozempic and things like that are going to result in people eating less of this food. So I don't know exactly what has caused it already, but they could be up for another drop over this next week if this boycott is successful. Elliot, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm imagining you, John, just being mid-bite on a sausage McMuffin when you found out about this. Oh no, because I was in the same boat. I had no idea there was a boycott happening, and it's good to know because I like myself some McDonald's sometimes, especially during breakfast. But yeah, I mean, it's become too expensive, and I think people are wise to the game now, and their reputation, I think, has taken a hit over the past several years, and it's become sort of a joke now, where it used to be a place that you can go to and get, the exact same type of Play-Doh food for $1, and you can't do that anymore. And then when you combine that with this sort of, it's sort of what the equivalent of Amazon changing their logo to a rainbow during Pride Month or whatever, where they're kind of giving this surface level vocal support to certain things, maybe doing a donation here or there, and then you come to find out that they're just another massive corporation that's trying to game the system in their favor and at the expense of everyday Americans. So I hope this works. I tend to get skeptical, and maybe pessimistic about it, but fingers crossed that it sends a message to them.
Yeah, 100%. And who knows? That's one of the reasons we've been tracking so many of these is we want to know how successful they are. And we also, it's really important, especially in these dark times where the Democrats control basically nothing, to give people something they can engage in to try to make the world a little bit better of a place. And I also pointed out because we cover right-wing boycotts where they'll no Bud Light because they sent a commemorative 6-pack to Dylan Mulvaney or whatever. And then on our side, you see this, where they have this long laundry list of, I think, justifiable concerns about what a corporation is doing that's clearly been well thought out. And even then, it's a weak boycott. It's not like burn your McDonald's or whatever because they did a trans. I like reasonable, well thought out activism. And that's why I want to encourage it on our side. And there's a lot of it. So anyway, if you'd like, audience, feel free to participate in this. And we will be seeing, hopefully, in a few months if there was an effect.